They taught you how to fight, how to compete, how to survive, but no one ever taught you how to feel. So you learned to hide your fear, to silence your pain, to lock away your doubts, and to call it strength. But what if everything you were taught about masculinity was incomplete? What if the greatest power a man can develop is not in how hard he becomes, but in how honest he dares to be? Tonight, we don't talk about weakness. Tonight, we reveal the secret of real strength. This is the masculine art of vulnerability. From a young age, you were taught a rule older than memory, passed from generation to generation. Be strong. Don't cry. Don't show weakness. Handle it alone. And so you learned to swallow your pain, to bury your fear, to mask your doubt, to smile through the storm. You became skilled at surviving, but no one ever taught you how to be free. Because here is the truth few men ever hear. Silence is not strength. Emotional numbness is not power. And repression is not resilience. Real strength does not come from hiding. It comes from having the courage to be seen. Look closely. Every man carries a war inside him. Battles with insecurity, with shame, with grief, with regret, with the fear of not being enough. But instead of speaking, he armors himself. He builds walls. He hardens his voice. He distances his heart. He becomes untouchable, and the world calls him strong. But inside, he is exhausted. The emotionally intelligent man understands something rare. Vulnerability is not the absence of strength. It is the highest form of it, because it takes courage to admit pain. It takes discipline to confront fear. It takes mastery to express emotion without losing control. And it takes a warrior's heart to say, "This hurt me. This matters to me. This is who I am." Let me tell you something powerful. Anyone can pretend. Anyone can hide. Anyone can wear a mask. But only the strongest men have the courage to remove it. Think about it. What is harder? To fight an enemy in the world, or to face the one inside you? To lift heavy weight, or to carry your truth? To dominate others, or to master yourself? Because vulnerability is not collapse. It is confrontation. When a man allows himself to feel, he does not become weaker. He becomes clearer. He understands his triggers. He controls his reactions. He recognizes his wounds. He heals his patterns. He stops being ruled by unconscious emotion and starts leading with awareness. And listen carefully. This is where true masculine power is born. Not in aggression, not in dominance, not in suppression, but in presence. The ability to remain calm in emotion, to speak truth without anger, to express pain without shame, to remain grounded while vulnerable. That is not softness. That is command. Because the man who understands his emotions cannot be manipulated by them. The man who names his fear cannot be controlled by it. The man who expresses his truth cannot be imprisoned by silence. Vulnerability does not make you fragile. It makes you authentic. And authenticity is magnetic. It builds deeper relationships, stronger trust, real intimacy, unshakable confidence. Because when you no longer pretend, you no longer fear exposure. Here is the paradox. The more honest you become with yourself, the more powerful you become in the world. Because you are no longer wasting energy hiding, no longer fighting your own emotions, no longer fractured inside. You become integrated, aligned, whole. But understand this. Vulnerability is not emotional chaos. It is not oversharing. It is not weakness. It is not loss of control. It is disciplined honesty, the ability to say what matters, when it matters, with clarity, with calm, with strength. And when a man masters this, something extraordinary happens. His confidence becomes quiet. His presence becomes stable. His words become precise. His leadership becomes trusted. Because people feel it. They sense the groundedness, the self-awareness, the emotional depth, and they follow. So today, I challenge you. Stop proving how strong you are to the world, and start discovering how strong you are with yourself. Speak the truth you've been avoiding. Feel the emotion you've been suppressing. Heal the wound you've been hiding. Because the man who dares to be vulnerable becomes unbreakable. And one day, someone will ask you, how did you become so calm, so confident, so secure in yourself? And you will not speak of dominance, or power, or toughness. You will simply say, I stopped running from myself. Slow, powerful closing tone. Because the greatest strength a man can develop is not in his fists, not in his status, not in his achievements, but in his ability to stand in truth, to feel deeply, to speak honestly, and to remain grounded. This is the masculine art of vulnerability, and this is where real power begins. If this message reached you, if something inside you recognized the truth, then understand this. You are not here by accident. You are here because the next version of you, stronger, calmer, more grounded, more authentic, is waiting to be built. So before you leave, subscribe to this channel, not for motivation, not for noise, but for mastery, because here, we don't escape emotion. We don't hide from pain. We don't perform strength. We build it. We build emotional intelligence. We build discipline. We build presence. We build men who are unshakable from the inside out. If you are ready to stop wearing masks, ready to stop running from yourself, ready to become powerful through truth, then join this brotherhood, like this video, so this message reaches another man who is silently struggling. Share it, because someone you know needs permission to be strong in a new way. And remember, the strongest men are not those who feel nothing. They are those who feel deeply and still stand tall. I'll see you in the next episode.